Welcome to this segment of Because You Asked. I'm Barry Nussbaum. Over the past several weeks, President Trump has hosted both Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas at the White House. President Trump has now officially joined the club consisting of consecutive American presidents, starting with Jimmy Carter, who have all believed they can help broker a peace deal between the Israelis and the Palestinians. While the language of each American president is always a bit different, the intention has been consistently noble. The belief that the power and prestige of the American presidency could help bring about peace between these two people. Now that President Trump has announced his plans to visit the Middle East, today on Because You Asked, we will answer the question, what can we expect to be accomplished by the president's upcoming trip? Let's begin with President Trump's itinerary. Thus far, there will be stops in Rome, Saudi Arabia, and Israel in that order. The Israel stop will include a meeting with Palestinian leadership as well as Israeli leadership in Jerusalem. There's already a bit of bizarre controversy that has erupted in regards to the Saudi Arabia stop and the publicity surrounding it. After the Saudi visit was announced a few days ago, the American Embassy posted a video on its website announcing President Trump's visit to the Desert Kingdom. But the video that was posted on the U.S. Embassy's webpage and its Arabic language Twitter account edited out any references to Trump's Israel visit, even though the original video mentioned the Israel visit. In a letter to Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, New York Rep. Eliot Engel said the embassy's editing implied that the United States accepted Saudi Arabia's refusal to recognize Israel as a state. He wrote, quote, "At a time when the United States should be encouraging the governments of the region and their people to promote tolerance, respect, and mutual recognition, this video implies that the U.S. accepts Saudi Arabia's public rejectionist position toward Israel," unquote. The edited video appeared to have been removed after Engel complained. The original version, which includes a reference to the Israeli stop, is now on the embassy's website, according to the report, but no explanation that makes any sense was issued yet by the State Department. Here's what the White House officials say will happen on the trip. It's an extensive list. Number one, President Trump has said a lot of things that a lot of the leaders in that region agree with, and they all want to see a long-term stability return to the region, and they want to see a way for the young Muslims in that region to have economic opportunity and to live free and tolerant in the way that they all think they could be. And that all sounds great, doesn't it? Something they should all aspire to. I don't have any idea what that means. Number two, following Saudi Arabia, the president will go on to Israel. There they will work to reinforce the strong alliance with the Israeli people. During the trip, officials will be talking about the peace process and the Palestinians, including talk of what a good future would be for the region. Because You Asked wants to know, will the president enforce his request to get the Palestinian Authority to stop paying killers of Israeli Jews? Will the president enforce his request to get the PA to stop paying the families of the killers as well? He said he would do it. He's already asked Abbas once. Let's watch together if he follows up. Number three, from Israel, the president will fly to the Vatican for a meeting with Pope Francis. The White House expressed hope that the visit would make a big impact around the world and for people of faith. Number four, a White House source says, quote, "America First is fully compatible with American leadership in the world and circumstances in the Middle East, but really that have bled over into Europe and are globally associated with radical Islamist terror groups. These are the Takfiri and the Salafi jihadi groups. Many are victimizing so many in the region and beyond. This trip will address those problems associated with these terror groups, combined with Iran's subversive and malign behavior across the region." I wonder if the Iran nuclear deal, the JCPOA, will be reopened for renegotiation. Number 5, the trip will also allow the president to advance dialogue in areas like trade through reciprocity. Referencing the U.S. bombing of a Syrian airbase, the official said that wasn't just a one-off strike, it was the opportunity for the president to emphasize what was necessary to begin to reduce the suffering of the Syrian people, unquote. Big statement. More to come? Number 6. Is there a way to get an emboldened Iran leading other Middle Eastern countries to come to the table in a unique way? The official says many Middle Eastern leaders are taking a different kind of responsibility, though qualified it with the reality that there are many challenges in producing real deliverables. No kidding. Is Iran going to change? We doubt it. The president is very much about results, said one official. Tangible results in the area of countering radical Islamic ideology, as well as tangible results in isolating terrorist organizations from other sources of strength and support, including financial support. Let's see what policy comes out of that one. These various policy topics that will be discussed during the various stops are all important. However, the one topic that will create the most controversy is the one that has not been discussed recently, and that is the potential move of the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. President Trump promised to do it on his first day in office. Now, beginning his second 100 days since being sworn in as the 45th president, it is no longer being actively discussed, at least not in the open. Is the president going to surprise us when he meets with Bibi in Jerusalem? Stay tuned. There may be a big announcement coming. Please keep your questions coming to American Truth Project and on our social media at Facebook or Twitter. If we select your question, you get a special gift. You can also write to me directly by sending me an email to barry@americantruthproject.org. And go to our website where you can sign up to be on our mailing list so you never miss an important episode. It's free. Go do it. We're here to answer your urgent questions because you asked. I'm Barry Nussbaum.